Hello and welcome to my second round of Global Battle Union random matches. Today I have two rotational battles to show you today. This first one is against, as you can see, my team is two OUs, one UU, and an NU, and his team is two OUs, one UU, and a RU. So he's got a slight tier advantage, but as you can see, it's not really going to matter. This first battle was a fucking massacre. So here we go. Alright, so this guy's name is Mr. Cool, and with a name like Mr. Cool, this guy's gonna be awesome. Or not. So he's gonna lead off with his Tyranitar, Dragonite, and Crobat, and I'm gonna go lead off with my Amoonguss, Hydreigon, and Scizor. He's going to outrage my Amoonguss, and if you can't tell, this Amoonguss is actually Psilocybia, just in the Global Battle Union. It takes away nicknames, so yeah, that outrage barely did over half, and I put him to sleep. So, yeah, good times. And so here I kind of predict like a switch to the Tyranitar for some reason, I don't know why. But anyway, so I go for the Focus Blast and it misses, and so nothing happens in this turn except Dragonite's sleep counter goes down one turn, but whatever. So now, I figure this guy isn't switching, might as well Sword Dance. So I Sword Dance and get +2 attack on my Scizor. And he's still asleep and not rotating out. So at this point I'm like, okay, I'm at +2, let's Bullet Punch that bitch. Or, I don't know, anyway, so it doesn't take that down. That is so annoying. This isn't the only time that's going to happen this fight. And he still doesn't, rotate around. I don't think he understands that this is a rotational battle. So anyway, so his Dragonite's down, and now he's back to his Steelix, and so now I feel like, like making somebody mad again, and, he's going to go for the Stone Edge, and that's just going to bounce off of my Amoonguss' spongy body. And Psilocybia here is going to, spike his drink, the hallucinogen. Anyway, and so, so Steelix here is asleep, and I go for the Synthesis. Get that HP back. Black Sludge, bitch. Alright, and so at this point, I don't know what this guy's doing. So yeah, he actually rotates, and I'm amazed. And it's a Crobat that uses Air Slash. I'll let that sit in for a bit. Okay, yeah, it's a Crobat that's using Air Slash and get Black Sludge back, and so I don't know. At this point, I really don't know what to expect here, so I'm like, fuck this. Bullet Punch! And, at a +2 Bullet Punch from a Scizor, who, I damage calculated this later on, and I don't know, this guy apparently didn't EV train or something. He's got undifferentiated EVs. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not very good to be using in, when you're, battling other people. But anyway, yeah, this time I properly predict and just go for the Focus Blast, and then boom! Oh, by the way, Dragon isn't choice spec'd. It just the only move it ends up using this fight is Focus Blast, but whatever. So yeah, at this point he switches to his Crobat, and then I don't know. Now, yeah, he switches to a Tyranitar. Notice the lack of the Sand Stream there. Yeah, at this point I realized that at this point I realized that I just made a 10-year-old cry. I kind of felt bad about it, but the second time it was, I was laughing. So just, as like a final fuck you to the face to this guy, he cross-poisons my Amoonguss, and that was a crit, and it doesn't even take it down. So I just go, smoke in your face. Boop. And so, yeah, that was the first battle. That, Mr. Cool, I really hope you didn't lose your cool, because I don't think your Pokemon are very cool. So, yeah, so this next fight coming up is a lot different, the big difference being, I was against somebody who actually knew what he was doing. Alright, and so yeah, so now you can see the team. My teams are pretty much the same, except I have my backup and yeah, one of my leads switched. And yeah, this guy's using 2 Ubers and 2 OUs, so he definitely has the tier advantage, but doesn't really matter too much. So let's get it started. Yeah, so this battle, this guy or girl, I'm going to assume it's a guy because I'm a guy playing a girl character. This person's name is Wolf, and so, yeah, so he's going to lead off with his Tornadus, Haxorus, and Heatran. And so me, I don't know what to expect, so I just switch to my Amoonguss and go for the Spore. And he's going to go for the Tailwind, which I'm like, okay, you made your whole team fast. Good play. And, yeah, so Tornadus is now asleep, and you know, like, this entire battle is kind of distracted by the Black Haxorus. I'm like, it looks so cool. But notice the lack of Mold Breaker there. Now, watch this. So that means this is a Rivalry Haxorus. And so, with a Rivalry boosted Outrage, it doesn't take Swampert down! And I Earthquake it back, because I was actually kind of anticipating him rotating to the Heatran. That would have been so awesome if he had rotated to the Heatran. You don't believe, you won't, yeah. And so, so now I figure, so this guy is just, you know, there for looks. He's, you know, so, yeah. My female Amoonguss, as bulky as it is, takes a 25% weaker Outrage from this thing, and it's not even a crit, and it goes, I don't know what to say about that. Maybe my Swampert just has that much of a hard body. Shofu. Anyway, so yeah, here I Bullet Punch and just take the Haxorus down. Not the end of my problems. So now I found out that his backup is Garchomp. Fucking Garchomp. Yeah. So he's gonna switch to his Tornadus, and I think I predicted this, and I went for the Sword Dance. So yeah, go Sword Dance. So I'm gonna rotate again, and I don't know what was going on here, but I went for the Dragon Pulse, and Dragon Pulse doesn't do shit to the Heatran. Fuck you, Heatran. Fuck you and your mom. And so he Fire Blasts the Hydreigon, and it also doesn't do shit to the Hydreigon. It does slightly more to me, because whatever. And so he's gonna go back to his Tornadus, and Tornadus is still asleep, and I'm like, yeah! Predicted that, bitch! Boom! Ice Beam! This is, yeah, my Swampert is a mixed attacker. With a Expert Belt, but yeah, so it doesn't take that down. That had me so pissed. And so here I go for the +2 Bullet Punch on the Heatran, and he quads resisted, and it doesn't do shit. It's like, ah, fuck. But he had anticipated me not rotating, and he goes for the Hidden Power Grass, so it just bounces off Scissor. It's like, fuck you. And he goes back to his Tornadus, and yeah, this is where things start going downhill. Tornadus wakes up and just uses Air Slash to say, fuck you to Swampert. Guess that was kind of revenge for Ice Beaming them. And so now I'm down to Hydreigon and Scissor, and here I Bullet Punch the, no I don't. Fuck, yeah, I could have won this match if I hadn't done this. Yeah, so I misrotate, I make the wrong prediction, and he gets the Outrage on my Hydreigon, and okay. So now I'm down to my +2 attack Scissor, and I go Bullet Punch. And yeah, this was where I realized that was a severe misprediction. No, wait, I don't no. So it was the right prediction. Yeah, so his Outrage does moderate damage to Scissor, and I take it down. So now he's got 2 Pokemon left, one in the red, one in the green, and one of them with a fire type, and I have a Scissor. So last turn of the match, +2 Bullet Punch, still just bounces off. Okay, and he doesn't even go for the fire attack. He goes for the Earth Power. You know, I don't know, I suppose I went for the Clear Smog on the first battle, so I guess that's karma biting me in the ass. So yeah, one bad opponent that I murdered, and one good opponent that was a fucking close game. Later, guys.